Hey everybody, I'm yakpacking again. It's Saturday, March 6th, about 9 a.m. in the morning on the Kings River. Just put in outside of Marshall, and I'm going to head down to the 62 bridge just west of Berryville. About 35 miles. Weather's awesome. River levels are awesome. Should be a great trip. Going to do an overnight like I say. Shoot, I might even have time to do a little video on my kayak, the one that I'm using, and my loadout, the kit that I bring for this yak packing overnight nonsense. So yeah, pull up a chair, grab a beer, let's go paddling. So the weather couldn't be any better today. It's supposed to be in the 60s today. Lows tonight I think are only going to be right around 40, lower 40s. Like I say, the water level is up. The gauge height was about 6.5 this morning when I put in. So it should be a scoot. It should go by pretty dang quick. Woo! It's still cold enough. I got the spray skirt. And I'm pretty loaded out because I'm overnighting. And I'd like to hopefully get to some video on that, in case any of you are wondering how I load up and pack this boat for this. But yeah, it should be an awesome day to paddle. Probably see some people today, being the weekend. And who knows? Who knows what'll happen? I never know. That's why I come out here, see what I can get myself into. So with the water being as high as it is, I'm going to try to record as much as I can of these faster sections. Just because I might go in, and I'd love to get that on film if my camera would be salvageable in any way, should that actually happen. But there are some good sections, especially down at Trigger Gap, probably tomorrow morning. That could get kind of hairy. We'll see. Sure is pretty out here though. I'd pull over and do a nature call real quick. I always get in the boat, start paddling around, and then it's like, oh man, I gotta get out. But I'm gonna get out, have some gorp, and what else am I gonna do? Have some gorp. I might make some coffee. Still pretty early. I got all day, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just kind of taking it easy. I was just thinking how nice it would be to have a GoPro camera. You can just wear it on your head, because boy, I really see a lot more stuff, but it's hard to get it in the shot, you know. Here's some waterfall action. I better watch out here. I don't want to get pinned against this wall. Just about lost it right back there. Not paying attention. Who says there aren't bluffs on the Kings River? This could be hairy through here. Usually is. Lots of stuff underwater. Nothing to it but to do it. No problem. No problem. You get a little freaked out sometimes when you're on your own, you know. If you go in, you know, I'm confident I can get out and I've got a change of clothes and all that. That's really not my concern, other than should I lose something that I might need tonight as far as the camp goes. But really, if you're careful and, you know, don't go for the obvious danger spots, everything should pan out pretty well. Alright, I'm getting kind of hungry. I've been paddling here 3 hours, maybe a little more. I'm gonna pull over maybe and have some lunch. It's just about 1:45 or so. Good times though. Sure is nice being out here. So I was paddling down, just kind of scanning the shoreline, you know, for stuff. You never know what you might see, dry bags or whatever. And sure enough, somebody's hot dogs, somebody's, looks like some kind of steak, probably a sirloin. Bummer, dude. Ice is still cold, or still cube there, so it hadn't been here too long. Couple beers. You know what? I didn't pack any beer because I couldn't get that organized at such short a notice, so I'm going to go ahead and commandeer those 2 beers there for tonight. I think they're going to be fine. Yeah, Coors Light. Not my brand, but I'll take it. It's that kind of stuff you want to watch out for. That'll get you wet real quick. Just stay away from it. Choose the path of least resistance. Sometimes it's kind of cool. You can, when the water's up, you can get back into these little inlets. Oh, sorry there. Get back into these little inlets off the river, and it's kind of neat. You can kind of explore them. Sometimes you'll luck out, get a waterfall, but I followed this one back a ways, and it dried up on me. It got too shallow. But you can see the clarity difference of the water here. Much clearer than the main vein flowing out there is all brown. But this is pretty cool. You get back in these little holes back here. I was looking for a place to set up camp, but there really wasn't anything, so I'm gonna go down here and find a good old trusty gravel bar and go with that. This is pretty cool though. Alrighty, it's a little before 5. I finally stopped somewhere. Pretty good spot. Big gravel bar. I stopped out here a little after 5. I've paddled enough for today. I got like 22 miles, I think. I'll have to check the GPS, but I found a place up here. Oops, going right into the sun. Sorry about that. Found a little place off this gravel bar that I think is going to be perfect. Got my boat up out of the way, and yeah, I got the tent set up, and looking good, getting settled in, and man, I'm thirsty and hungry. Alright, so I got all squared away, and I'm set up, got my tent set up, got my little camp set up over here, kind of back in the sticks. Boy, in about 2 more weeks, this will just be so green and thick, you won't even be able to see through it. Everything's starting to get the spring action going, so it won't be long. This will be like a frickin' jungle out here. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Got a pretty good setup in here. Got the tent all laid out, ready to crash tonight. Got my little cook station. One great thing about yakpacking is you can bring all the water you need. You can either filter it from the river as you go, or in my case, this time I tried this 1 1/4 gallon slimline jug, and it's been great. It's going to be way more water than I'm going to need, but hey, I don't have to use the filter, and it fit in the boat, so it's working pretty well. I got lots of room for extra drinks and food and all that stuff, and got my dinner for tonight, and dry bags there. I pulled the kayak up on shore a ways. I'm just gonna let it sit right there. I'll probably put the skirt on it tonight just to keep the frost out of the seat in the morning. And looking forward to a great evening. Had a great paddle today. Boy, oh boy, what a beautiful day to be out on the water. What a beautiful day. Alright, well, I'm gonna hang out, maybe walk around, look around, and then come back and cook up some food. I'm gonna have Velveeta shells and cheese tonight. That should be fun. Alrighty. Once again, from Pete's makeshift yakpacking trip number, I don't know, 10, 12 now? Alright. Alright, morning everybody. Just getting up and around, getting breakfast set up. And one of the cool things about yakpacking is, you know, you can bring like a cooler, big jugs of water, all kinds of stuff like that. Like, you know, the bulk doesn't really matter. You know, well, bulk matters, weight doesn't really matter. If you can keep it small and get it in your boat, you're in good shape. But like, you know, I've got my little 1 egg wonder pan. I'm gonna do some soy sausage. I got egg beaters, put those in the cooler. Fruit cups, nothing like a good fruit cup in the morning, right? On a Sunday, I guess. In light syrup. I brought chicken salad last night that I had on some tortillas. a couple candy bars, those 2 beers that I found on the side of the river, I threw them in my cooler. And this is pretty much all I'm using. It's pretty dang small. But you know, you got room on the inside. Oh, I got potato salad in there. I didn't even eat that last night. But it's pretty handy, you know. I got a pocket in here. I can come out of there. I got a collapsible bowl I can put in there. Keep a pack of wet ones in there. And this is just a grill grate I've got in case I want to build a fire and roast hot dogs or something like that. But it's really nice. This all fits behind the seat in my boat, and it allows me to, you know, pretty much one night with you know, if it's going to be in the summertime, it's not going to last, and I'll probably switch to you know, non-cooler necessary food. But it really allows you to bring a lot of stuff, a lot of utensils. You can get kind of gourmet if you're into that. But yeah, I'm going to start cooking up some breakfast here and chow down. Morning Star soy sausage. I'm not a vegetarian, but man, this stuff is great. It's real close to real sausage. And it's great for camping because it's not real sausage, it's soy, so it'll last for you a little bit longer than the real stuff. And the flavor is really, really good. And of course, my absolutely favorite thing, coffee. Drip, drip, drip. Good stuff. Alright, and voila, breakfast is served. Man, it smells great. Got my fruit cup, got my southwestern style egg beaters that I've been nibbling on. Got my soy sausage, all crispy and yummy. And good old coffee. Coffee. Alright everybody, that's pretty good for breakfast out here in the middle of nowhere. Coming out of a boat. Alright, bon appetit. Woohoo! Getting on the water. Yeehaw! Alright, so I'm coming up on Ernie's, the bridge here, Trigger Gap, what it's also known as. The last time I was here with a buddy of mine, we floated through it. I made it, he didn't. It's pretty crazy, or at least it can be. A lot of the rodeo guys get out here when it's right. There's a big eddy. So I'm going to button up and try to shoot through Trigger Gap here, because I don't want to really get out and portage the boat, you know, 20 feet and get back in. Plus it might make cool video. Or it could mean that I'm going to go in and this camera is going to be toast and I won't have any video of this trip at all. And I'll be soaking wet. But that's another story for another day. So we're going to try it. I'm going to shoot through there. We're going to give this thing a shot. Alright, here we go. Alright, wish me luck. Hope I don't get wet. That's testing the old spray skirt. Oh, I made it. Wasn't that bad. It was worse last time. Oh, it's good stuff, man. I so did not want to get wet. All right. All right, made it dry. Well, if I was gonna dump, that was gonna be it right there. So good stuff. Got about 12 to go. All right, so here we are, 62 bridge. Made it a little after 1 o'clock, I think. So what did that take? About 2.5, 3 hours maybe? Maybe a little more. All right, so I made it about 3.5, 4 hours maybe today. It wasn't really that much. Starting to rain right now, so I'm glad I got here when I did. Great trip, couldn't have gone any better. Well, it can always go a little better, but it was great. Everything was awesome. Made it another, oh geez, I guess it was 36 miles, I guess, total round trip, so that was good. And stayed dry, all my stuff's with me, and made it for another one. Fantastic trip, man. Just love this yakpacking thing. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, post them. Until next time, float on.